Strong minds focus on ideas while weak minds dwell on people and events. Speak only when your words carry more weight than silence. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Listen twice as much as you speak. A man achieves greatness by mastering himself. Guard your sensitivity so that life's hardships affect you as little as possible. Eat to sustain life, not to live for food. Marry, by all means. If you find a good wife, you will find happiness. If not, you may become a philosopher. The wise learn from everything and everyone. Average people learn from their experiences, while the foolish believe they already know everything. Small minds blame others. Average minds blame themselves. The wise see all blame as a form of ignorance. Do what you believe is right regardless of external opinion. Man is less troubled by real challenges than by imagined fears about them. People often blame nature or fate, but in truth, their destiny is the result of their own character, passions, errors, and weaknesses. Don't ruin what you have by longing for what you lack. Remember, what you now possess was once something you only hoped for. It's not circumstances that shape a man, but the way they reveal his true nature. The simplest words, yes and no, often require the most careful thought. No one is truly free who is enslaved by their passions. Never discourage someone making progress, no matter how slow, even if that person is yourself. Use your time to improve yourself by learning from the writings of others, so you can achieve what others have struggled for. Reality is shaped by our thoughts. Change your thoughts, and you change your reality. There's only one path to happiness. Stop worrying about things beyond your control. Be mindful of those you associate with, for we naturally pick up their habits, opinions, values, and ways of interpreting the world. False words are not just morally wrong, they corrupt the soul. Be content with doing well, and let others say what they will about you. A man is never greater than when he kneels to help a child. True wealth is found in being content with little. Nature's wealth is found in intention, not material possession. Humanity is divided into 2 types of people: the wise who know they are fools, and the fools who think they are wise. Men should seek to think deeply and know little. If you ignore the affairs of your government, you are destined to live under the rule of fools. A wise man speaks because he has something meaningful to say. A fool speaks simply because he feels the need to say something. I consider the man who masters his desires to be braver than the one who conquers his enemies, for victory over oneself is the hardest of all. In old age, we all regret not having conquered laziness earlier. I never sought to please the masses. What I knew was beyond their understanding. It's not what happens to you, but how you respond to it that defines you. He who can laugh at himself will always have something to laugh at. When we waste time on trivial matters, we become trivial ourselves, as our attention becomes consumed by small distractions. You become what you focus on. Necessity is the greatest force, for it governs all things. Hope is the only universal good, common to all men. Even those with nothing else still possess hope. A fool reveals himself in his speech, while wisdom often speaks in silence. To change the world, first change yourself. In moments of anger, refrain from both speaking and acting. The highest honor is living in accordance with your true nature, not pretending to be something you are not. Don't judge your greatness by the length of your shadow at sunset. From deep desires often arise the most destructive hates. Beware of the emptiness that comes with a busy life. Happiness cannot be chased. It's always within you. True courage is not in running away, but in standing firm and fighting against what threatens you. The only true wisdom is the awareness that you know nothing. Happiness is not found in possessions or wealth, but within the soul. In childhood, practice humility. in youth, moderation, in adulthood, justice, and in old age, wisdom. By desiring little, the poor man becomes rich. Lack of activity destroys the well-being of every person. No one is more despised than the one who speaks the truth. Do not trust all people, but trust those of true worth. This is wisdom, not folly. The right question is often more important than the correct answer. Courage is the first virtue because it guarantees all others. What we have the power to do, we also have the power to refrain from doing. No one is ever too young to seek wisdom, nor too old to stop searching for it, because the health of the soul knows no age. The misfortune of the wise is better than the success of the fool. Death should not concern us. While we live, it is not here, and when it arrives, we no longer exist. The aim of the wise is not to secure pleasure, but to avoid pain if thou wilt make a man happy. Add not unto his riches, but take away from his desires. The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. A ship should not ride on a single anchor, nor life on a single hope. No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river. If he's not the same man, do not marry after 40. Because marriage is not provided by nature, a confident person avoids two things in life: idle gossip and petty conflicts, choosing instead to cultivate understanding and foster harmony. Those who aim at great deeds must also suffer greatly. It is not so much our friends' help that helps us as the confidence of their help. A bad feeling is a commotion of the mind repugnant to reason and against nature once made equal to man. Woman becomes his superior. Our sins are more easily remembered than our good deeds. The wrongdoer is more unfortunate than the man wronged foreign.